name is Allison Cunningham, and I'm a student at Warren County High School. Today, I will be giving my speech over severe weather awareness and emergency preparedness for my informative speech. Weather is an ever-occurring and inevitable event that life on planet Earth needs to flourish. Bright rays of sunshine and cloudless skies are everybody's favorite day, but unfortunately we cannot always have those days. Though our planet's atmosphere brings more weather than just sunshine, which we need in order to survive, we need rain and water to drink, as well as to water the crops that provide us with food to eat and to nourish our bodies. We need thunderstorms because lightning mineralizes soil, which is able to aid us with healthy crops so that they can grow and properly flourish. While Earth's atmosphere can produce weather that allows us to survive, it can also produce weather that can endanger and threaten our lives. But with the proper education and information of severe weather and how to stay safe in severe weather and emergencies, there is no reason to fear the inevitable. For several reasons, it is very important to be knowledgeable of and prepared for severe weather phenomena such as thunderstorms, tornadoes, flooding, for it can save your life. First, I'm going to discuss the severe weather emergency preparedness plan. The first step that you need to take in establishing your emergency plan is, one, talk it over with your family. Make sure that you and your family know your safe space. Your safe space from tornadoes, flooding, and thunderstorms needs to be inside of a building, in the interior room, or in the lowest level of a building. You also need to have a weather radio or some way of being alerted of storms, especially if you live in a rural area where you cannot hear tornado sirens from your county. The most trustworthy source for this is a weather radio, which works with just batteries and works all day and all night. You also need to have an emergency kit with first aid, matches or a lighter, water, non-perishable food, blankets, and whatever other items that you think that are needed. You can also go to the National Weather Service on their website and look over more items to make sure that you can stay safe. The first weather phenomenon that I'm going to discuss is thunderstorms. Thunderstorms occur often in the U.S. and we get over 100,000 of them each year. They can generate high winds, torrential rain, hail, and lots of lightning. The National Weather Service says, "When thunder roars, go indoors," and that is a very important statement that they use to educate people on that is simple and easy to memorize. So it is important to make sure that you're inside whenever these things occur, because they're not safe. They're not safe because when storms become severe, according to the National Weather Service, a storm is severe after winds reach over 58 miles per hour. It can cause torrential rain, flash floods, which results in hazardous driving. Hail can also, if you are driving on the road, bust through your windshield and result in minor to major injuries. A major part of thunderstorms is lightning. Lightning can be very dangerous in several situations, especially if you are caught stranded. If you're caught stranded out in a lightning storm, avoid trees, water, and conductors, such as metal buildings. And if you cannot find any shelter, seek the lightning safety position, which is according to the Hiker's Guide to Lightning Safety. Crouch down on your knees and with your ankles touching, and then cover your ears. This will make sure that if you're struck or lightning strikes around you, that it will not hopefully paralyze you. Because if it does not strike at your feet or the back of your heels, it doesn't go up through your spine. Next is tornadoes. Tornadoes stem from supercells and severe thunderstorms after the mixing of hot, moist air and cold, dry air mixes and is generated from cyclostrophic wind. According to the Weather Analysis and Forecasting Handbook by Tim Vasquez, cyclostrophic wind is the balance between the pressure gradient force and the outward playing centrifugal force. According to Britannica.com, tornadoes can generate wind up to 300 miles per hour. Not only that, but they can generate damaging hail, torrential rain, and can damage trees, farms, and buildings, which in turn can create debris. In a tornado, it is very important to know the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch means that there's potential for a tornado to touch down in your area, and that you need to immediately follow your emergency plan with your family. Make sure everything is prepared. Make sure your safe place is established, and make sure you have everything ready in your emergency kit in the event that a tornado warning should occur. Should a tornado warning occur, you need to seek shelter immediately and make sure that you are in a interior room of a building or at the lowest level, such as a basement. Next is flooding. Flooding is the most frequent and severe weather event that happens in the U.S. and is very dangerous. According to the FEMA, or the Federal Department of Homeland Security, flooding is America's most occurring natural disaster. It occurs with several weather events, such as severe thunderstorms and tornadoes. It can cause flash flooding is very dangerous because it can happen in less than an hour, bringing feet of water that can block roadways and hinder traffic. The National Weather Service has a saying, just like they do for thunderstorms, saying, "Turn around, don't drown," because crossing a roadway during the flood, you wouldn't even know it, but a road could be eroded away and you could drive across and the road would not be there, and then you or whoever is with you in your vehicle could be endangered. Flooding causes damage to roadways, buildings, and causes trees and power lines to fall, which could also lead to being electrocuted. In conclusion, it is very important to be knowledgeable of and prepared for severe weather, as for events such as thunderstorms, tornadoes, and flooding, for it could save your life. Earth's atmosphere generates all kinds of weather for us to survive. Mother Nature is not a force to reckon with, for severe weather can endanger your life and threaten you and your family. But education is key on severe weather awareness and preparedness, just because it could potentially save your life. Thank you. I just repeated the whole entire thing.